Hey guys, what's up? This is K-Bub's stepdad. Wait, hold on. Hey guys, what's up? This is Casual Batman. Today we're...
Wait, hold on, wait. No, it's not casual. It's because I'm Batman.
It's not Casual Batman?
Where did you even get the U and the A and the bat? Just learned how to read with numbers, alright, man? Gosh.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Cousin Batman, and today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing my Why Do We Fall series. If you want some context on the whole Casual Batman thing, make sure to check out the Down Production 16 Q&A. Link in the description below.
Question from Casual Batman. Okay, first.
Diamond Productions 6. I guess you could go watch this video. I don't know. I don't know why I promote him. He's a total jerk. Yeah, I mean, like, why do I keep promoting him? I don't know. It's Diamond Productions. Oh, here, look, here's some more Diamond Productions right there. Oh, Diamond Productions. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but seriously, go check out his Reagan series. It's pretty awesome. And also his Q&A, because I'm in it. I have a question that he answers because I know him. I don't know him personally, although I'm pretty sure one day he's gonna appear outside my window and stab me. Nope, we're good. You know, the stepdad thing is kind of a joke between me and K-Bub. That was something weird happened, it just doesn't matter. That sounded really messed up. Okay, moving on. Alright, so before we get any further, I'd like to thank everyone that helped, especially the set builders, Violent Magics, and Deep Black Center. They spent a pretty long while helping me sometimes. I also know Forgotten Pride, Colorful Mouse, and Double Singer. If I forgot anyone else, like Lag Forever also helped some. Pep did. Yeah, I'd like to thank all of you guys. I mean, you guys are the best. You guys really helped out a lot. Let's just get something out of the way first, alright? Part 1 was the best, alright? I mean, the second two were just, they weren't crap, but they weren't good. I would still make them if I would go back in time. If I could go back in time, I'd still make them. I just changed some stuff. So I'm basically explaining why stuff happened the way it did. So first let's get into the characters, right? So the Batman in the first one, he was kind of like not, he wasn't like, he was like a little bit less serious, mostly because Robin was with him most of the time. And the way I did the relationship with Robin and Batman is I based it off me and my dad. So I like to joke around with my dad a lot and irritate him because it's so fun. It's like the best thing in the world. And yeah, so like that's how the whole thing goes. Like Robin's kind of like irritating him for the fun of it, and Batman just doesn't want to deal with his crap. So the first couple scenes are of them like jumping over the buildings. What I had done was I had like a song stuck in my head for the longest time. I'm like, you can make like a Batman movie out of that, and so I ended up making the Batman mission. I was planning to have that in the background of the montage, but it didn't really happen. But I mean, it was still good because I just had like a song that was good enough for it. There's stuff happening on my TV right now. Yeah, so that's what happened there. Everyone really seemed to like that. So I wanted Alfred to kind of be like, you know, like the guy behind the scenes that doesn't really like, he didn't really have many lines. He was more just like the support character that was constant throughout like all the series. I kind of like, you know, had his own little lines every now and then. Yeah. So what I wanted to happen was, the first one, I wanted to have him fight Scarecrow. Well, he had that cool line, when he walked into Batman after he shot him with the fear toxin. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. With the whole flashback thing. I hope you got that was Jason Todd, by the way. Because it kind of ties into the next one. That was kind of like the tie-in from that to the next one. See, I wanted to make a trilogy, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make a trilogy, but I didn't make each. I made each movie individually. I had like a couple tie-ins to each one. Like the beginning of the second one, it said a couple days after Scarecrow's arrest. I mean, and there's that scene in the first one where Jason dies. So yeah, stuff happened on my TV still. I feel like the first one overall was really like the best of the three. The three. Everyone really seemed to like Scarecrow's voice, by the way. Wasn't that hard? Okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. I was like not expecting that. Yeah, so next episode it starts out with Batman kind of on a roof, and he's kind of like he's been investigating earlier in the night, and yeah, so Jason Todd tries to sneak up behind him, doesn't work. And yeah, they just get in a fight because Jason's mad that Batman didn't kill the Joker. It's also the plot for Under the Red Hood. I didn't steal anything. That's like the Jason Todd storyline has like been used a lot. So yeah, I kind of like not a lot of people understand what's going on there. So I tried to help with that. I was trying to help that in the Machinima Halo community, that everyone that saw that kind of hopefully they understood what was going on there better if they didn't know before. I had a Nightwing in this one. Yeah. I feel like that's a good choice. I see what I wanted to do with all the series is I wanted to have it like slowly get darker. Like Batman is slowly getting drawn more into what he's doing, and it's becoming more of like Bruce Wayne's kind of just going away, and it's just mainly Batman. Yeah, so I feel like that really worked because there was like much less. I don't think there was even a joke in like the third one. Robin and Nightwing were like kind of spying on Batman, see what he was up to, and then turns out that he was stuff that's PG-13 rated R. What? Okay. And yeah, the whole like scene with like Robin and Nightwing when they're like spying on Batman, that was pretty much the only scene I had planned. See, the way we filmed it, the way it didn't turn out very well is because the way I filmed the whole thing. I was planning on like almost every other punch being like they get thrown on the ground, but the way like the transition between the punch and then the falling on the ground and the punch and falling, it just seemed kind of repetitive. So it's like maybe if I like swung the camera about like the like in the Avengers when they're like all fighting, it was just two people, so it didn't really turn out as I expected it to. And it was also kind of hard to see, apparently. That's what I heard. But yeah. Yeah, so the ending was kind of like, oh, they defeated Jason, and then it turns out that what Batman was investigating was Bane, and he's back, and he has to fight him. Alright, so moving on to the third one. So basically, if you guys don't know, Batman had his back broken by Bane, which set down the path of the series called Nightfall, where as Azrael, it's really complicated. It has like a suit of sorrows where it's like really painful to take off, and he kind of morphed that into a bat suit, and he said he wouldn't kill, but he did, and then Batman came back and beat up the new Batman, and yeah. So that had already happened, and then Bane. So when Bane came back, Batman's like, oh, gotta make sure this doesn't happen. I gotta prove myself. So he kind of gets really like obsessed with taking down Bane, almost to a point where he almost gets killed again. And he gets knocked off the roof, and then he like falls to the ground. Yeah, there was some stuff I cut out. Like there's a talking scene on the roof with Batman and Superman that was supposed to be like a minute and a half, but it was only like 30 seconds, because of the weird way. Because it was like Batman would have to convince Superman to help him, even though Superman's a vigilante, and Superman probably thinks that Batman's not a vigilante. And so that I would think that I didn't want to complicate things with like making like the conversation seem like really stupid, and Superman's really like, oh yeah, sure, why not I just help you. So I just kind of wanted you guys to assume like, oh yeah, Batman convinced him. That wasn't really important. And throughout the whole thing, Alfred's kind of saying like, oh man, you're kind of getting too far into this. You need to come out. You need to ask for help. Eventually he does. He gets all the Robins to help him, as well as Superman, who came out in the end with the laser shots. Stuff's happening on my TV. And they end up beating up Bane. Bane pretty much like destroys everyone else but Superman, and Batman, I guess, is barely... I mean, Batman was really kind of like barely still going at the end of it. And the end is a real quote from the Batman comics. Alfred asked him why Batman. At one point, Batman was going to quit, And Alfred asked him why, and he said, well, deep down, Clark's a good person, but deep down, I'm not. So basically he was saying, like, if he kept on going, he would have kind of gotten darker, and might have killed someone, or done something that would be too much for him, and he might, like, not be able to live with himself afterwards. But he eventually didn't quit. So that was kind of like a cool quote I wanted to throw in there at the end. Yeah, so that was my breakdown review of the Why Do We Fall series that I did. If you want to check them out, just go to my playlist and go to my machinimas, and they'll all be there, as well as some of the other ones I've done. And if you haven't already, go watch the Amber official trailer, because it will be awesome. I assure you, people, it will be awesome. Well, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.